It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams who are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Bengals going up against the Lions. The opening kick of the new season is straight ahead as we turn it over to our broadcast duo of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Detroit Lions. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. First drive for this offense today, and our first chance to get a look at Tyler Eifert.
And he's part of the new wave of tight ends in the NFL. They use them in every position, sometimes even by themselves as a wide receiver.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he stays up. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long.
Let's go. Green.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
It's taken to the 26. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. Sent in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Second down now after the pass completion. And he motions the wide receiver. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. In motion, Hill.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll look to throw now on first down. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to Talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll look to throw again. They complete it to Hill. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
Let's go! What? Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And the play clock's running down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Hurry up, here we go! Detroit! Here we go! Detroit! 39! Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Leopard! Leopard!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Forced out to his left, and this will be incomplete. And while we have a moment, let's meet the starters defensively for the Cincinnati Bengals.
And they wanted to update and beef up their secondary, and they did that with their first-round selection. William Jackson III out of Houston has speed, good eyes in the secondary, and is aggressive on the corner.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now the ball comes loose, and I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a 1st down.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. J.J. Nelson from 4 yards out. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And the starting crew defensively for Detroit.
As Darius Slay continues to improve at the quarterback position, he may live up to his own nickname as the Slaymaker.
To throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he loses the football the 2nd time. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Here we go now. Green, 30.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. They come out here in the eye. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And Eifert has it. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's brought down. Give him 11 on the gain there. And that'll be good enough for a Cincinnati 1st.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation. On the break from inside to outside, he threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
Good, good. That's good. No.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Eifert, 38 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they know where to go. Here, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They're going to look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Here we go now to 319. 319. Watching it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Clock winding down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So completion on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
This will be fielded at the 17. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Detroit getting set to go now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Andrew Billings in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Ohio! 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 Come on, let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to launch this thing way down and got his man complete. They give him a gain of 37. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Caught by Nelson left side. And he's brought down. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Detroit 1st down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Flex round! Flex round!
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
Second down following the run.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
On the ground with a tight end. And the offense lining up first and 10. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Here we go! Flex round!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Let's go! 190! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Let's go! Ohio! 190!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Here we go! Flex round! Ohio! 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 Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Ohio!
He'll drop to throw. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down in bounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet, not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Now let's go. Leopard.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to air one out. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the fourth round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
Flex round. Let's go.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Hill with it over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. And the back goes into motion.
Flex round. Ohio.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right? Whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case, the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense.
Let's go. White 90.
And the wideout in motion.
Ohio.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on third down. One receiver left, three to the right. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it a second down. I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, look at 56. Look at it.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going for the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught by Nelson left side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Flex Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's Hill, complete. Yeah, they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go! Brand 38!
The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Come on, let's go! White, 90! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Back to throw again. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys Bengals will get the football back. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They go back to the air here after the INT. And now here's another interception. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And he motions the wide receiver. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Surveying the field. He's going to fire. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Back to throw now on first down. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Time running out here on the play clock. Back to throw here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Here we go now. Two, landing.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Here we go. White 90. White 90. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. Let's go. White flex round.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Second down, just 1 yard to go. To their big tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Third down now following the completed pass.
Here we go. Ohio. Ohio.
In motion, Hill.
Ohio. Ohio.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Now they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
All right, now, look at 56.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ziggy Ansah in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And they're going to go soft on the corners. And the play clock's running down. And they just did not get the snap away in time. A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd.
Leopard! No, check, Patriot!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Let's go!
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They come out here in the eye.
Flex round. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Detroit! Back
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. They'll get 19 yards there. And it's good enough for a Cincinnati 1st down.
Really nice connection on the corner route. This is a play where the receiver wants to set up the defensive back by moving him inside and then breaking back to the corner.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here come the Lions now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And Hill with it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 20 that time. And it'll be first down, Detroit. And quickly they get to the line.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. First down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled, and while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Deep drop. He's going to try and go deep again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going.
And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Let's go. 1-9.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. J.J. Nelson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions add on to their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Lions, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers.